this costume made my butt look big, somebody would tell me, right? This is my chance to find out what the task force is
I'm not used to driving that kind of truck. Why can't Tony come?
Because we're going to see the boss. And only his top guys get to know where he goes when he's not here. So shut up and do your job.
I had a feeling listening in on those guys might pay off. Now to stick to their truck and let them take me right to the fat man himself.
Tell him we've got the delivery. I'll watch the truck. You got it, boss.
One thing will work on this door. Ionic webbing.
I have eyes on Spider-Man!
You're not fighting purse snatchers now.
They say bad guys don't think of themselves. All the armor in the world can't fix stupid.
Spread out. Secure the area.
You got it.
I want a perimeter set up. All points of entry watched.
I'm on it.
I catch anyone slacking off, they'll end up padding my arrest stats.
Understood, sir.
Maintain radio contact. Check in every 5 minutes.
I'll spread the word.
The boss wants everyone working double shifts.
I'll tell the boys.
Task force cops working with crooks. No, who could have possibly predicted that? Except everybody.
Tap. What's that armor?
I webbed your nostrils open so you won't snore. No need to thank me. It's my lucky day.
The spider! Form on me!
Come to Papa. We'll put forth the...
I see him! Got the spider!
Spidey doesn't put it.
Come on, show me what you got!
Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight. Web shooters aren't working.
Something there?
Spider-Man! This over here!
Police brutality? You don't know the meaning of the words. Not yet.
I'm more tougher than you!
Did your mom tell you could be any... This is my chance to disable their armor. It doesn't make them any faster. Ionic webbing is just what the doctor ordered.
Robot police officer. You been busy, Spider-Man? Can't let more grind a little bit.
really. Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit.
Come on, show me what you got.
This is why they call me amazing. I can't afford to take too many beatings like that.
Got the spider.
So cute.
It really is so hard to get good help these days.
Don't feel bad. You're not. All right, you're not good. Just what I wanted. Time to screw up their lines of communication. Taking out the guys who give the orders.
I see him. I see him.
This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you. If you want me to let you go, raise your hand. No? Okay.
You're a fool, Spider-Man. If you think those lackeys were meant to do anything more than delay you.
Oh yeah!
He's right here.
What? You deliberately moved.
Got the spider.
Did you expect me to stand there?
Tougher than you.
Best part of my job? Beating down punks like you.
Booyah!
Do you know how much you cost? But the bill is coming due, Spider-Man.
That armor's too big an advantage. I need to equalize things with bionic weapon.
No fancy tricks, Tommy.
Looks to me like the elite task force wasn't all that elite.
I'm sure you're quite pleased with yourself, but the night is young.
I learned a valuable lesson today. Kicking guys in the face is fun.
I suppose when you live such a sad little life, you can't help but cling to small victories.
The spider! Form on me!
This armor's sweet. Ain't nothing gonna stop us now.
Yeah, the Kingpin's
Ionic
scary,
webbing's my
but I'd
best
work
shot
for
here.
him over the Osborn kid any day. That guy's got issues, man.
Yeah, you just a sport, ain't you?
The armor's only as good as the guy inside. Those guys? Yeah, not good.
Please, Spider-Man, beat up some more police officers. It'll make wonderful news footage. You fancy yourself a hero. I've done more for this city than you could ever dream of.
Got him!
What's that?
Here, he's right here!
Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like,
No fancy tricks, I'm
sure, my ionic web weakens metal. But fabulous!
I see him! Got the spider! Here, he's right here!
Admit it, even your... whatever those guys get paid, it's too much.
Rapidly losing patience with you. Insect. Someone there.
Hey, ball, that you?
Deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like some sort of mime thing? Man, I was in the zone. Hey, unconscious bad guy, was I in the zone or what? To disable their armor. And ionic webbing is just what the doctor ordered. Give me robots any day. These robots don't talk your ear off.
I may have to take a direct hand in this sordid matter.
I learned a valuable lesson today. Kicking bad guys in the face is fun. You're starting to get predictable. No more games, Buffalo Butt. Just you and me. What, no elevator music? This guy's cheaper than Jameson. Smells like sweaty fat guys and burritos in here. No offense to burritos. present the Kingpin. Catchy name, but I have to say, you look more like a bowling ball than a pin. Or maybe a beach ball?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm impressed. You take control of crime in New York right under everybody's nose. The whole city knows you're crooked, and everyone still kisses your tuchus. It must take, what, a week? A lot of ground to cover is what I'm saying.
The only criminal I see is the masked man guilty of breaking and entering into my private building. A violent vigilante. The Daily Bugle has branded a menace.
Fine, play it like that. But one way or another, you're going down.
And now you threaten me. I dare say Jonah Jameson will praise me as a hero after I kill you. In self-defense, of course.
You set Cletus Kasady loose on the city. Not just to wipe out your rivals, but to scare people. To make things so bad. When you took over, it looked like you fixed it.
And who else is gonna fix things, huh? You? Running around in a costume, acting out some adolescent power fantasy. I live in the real Spider-Man.
Spidey doesn't play favorites. Neither does the seismic blast. You're so fat, when you wear a yellow raincoat, people yell, "Taxi!" You're so fat, you're the same height lying down. Gets left out when I use the seismic blast. You're so fat, your high school yearbook...
Come down here immediately! You expect me to fight him myself? People don't expect a crime-free utopia. They want a world that makes sense, where if you stay out of bad neighborhoods, you don't get hurt. They want order.
You're wrong! People want justice. They want to know that if they work hard and play by the rules, the same rules everyone else has to follow.
What an amusing world you live in, boy! I'll crush you! In self-defense, of course. I've had enough of you!
Don't feel bad. You're not... All right, you're not good. This'll shake you up. Okay, I'm sorry. That was corny. I'll come right out with some cold water. You are so fat. When you cut yourself shaving, marshmallow fluff comes out. You're so fat, when you go camping, the bears hide their food. You're so fat, your high school yearbook photo was taken by a helicopter. Like a bouncy house, am I right? You're so fat, when you wear a yellow raincoat, people yell,
What do I pay you for? Get down here! What people want is men like me to make the hard choices. To make the wheels of the world turn so they can work out, jog, and live their small lives and get a cookie at the end of the day. Knowing that someone strong is in charge.
Hey man, I get it. You were a bullied fat kid down in Florida. You want to start a software company? Be my guest. But when you start hurting people, when you turn into the bully yourself, I'm gonna shut you down.
You know nothing about me. About my life. You have no idea what I've done to survive.
So talk to me. Hear it. You hired Craven, Cletus Kasady. You're so proud of it. Tell me what you did. First day being a criminal? You want me to let you go? Raise your hand. No? Okay. You're so fat I could have you arrested for 10 pounds of crack. By which I mean... Johnny doesn't play favorites. Neither does the seismic blast. You are so fat. When you cut yourself shaving, marshmallow fluff comes out. You're so fat. When you wear a yellow raincoat, people yell, "Taxi!"
I'm not a fool, Spider-Man. I've admitted no wrongdoing, broken no laws. There's no evidence against me.
I have proof you paid Craven.
No, my task force did. As a security consultant. I am shocked and horrified to hear he's done anything improper. If indeed he has. He was hired for his legendary skills and a strong code of conduct that would never allow him to betray a client.
Craven might not give you up, but Kasady will.
A lunatic like that? Oh, come now. His word can hardly be believed. And besides, a man would have to be a fool to deal with someone of his ilk directly. I assure you, I am no fool. I'm afraid, Spider-Man, that you are the only criminal here.
Yeah? We'll see about that.
This is not an action film, boy. Just because you're young does not mean you can hack my security and gain access to my personal... How are you doing that?
Huh. Now who's underestimated who?
Stop that! I demand you stop!
All units. Max Dillon has escaped custody and is at large in Sector 4.
What did you do?
I have no idea what you mean. Thank you for showing me my areas of vulnerability. I assure you, they will be gone when you return. That won't help you. I've got more than enough power to burn you to ash. No one cares. Well, I'll make them care. I don't have
can't get through that energy field. Looks like he's drawing the power for it from generators.
Get out of here, Spider, before you get swamped! You can't get to me, Spider-Man! If you have any sense, you'll run for your life!
If I don't wreck those generators, I'm not getting anywhere near Times Square.
Everyone in here is doomed! You should feel lucky you're on the other side! Get out of here, Spider! Before
I can't get through that energy field. Looks like he's drawing the power for it from generators.
Spider-Man, but go ahead! Don't let me stop you! I don't have time to waste on you, insect!
If I don't wreck those generators, I'm not getting anywhere near Times
Just
Square.
like a bug! You head for the light even when you know you should run away while it's good. Now you'll die! Everyone in here is doomed. You should feel lucky you're on the other side. No! I won't let you leave me in the dark. Never again!
So much for the force field. Now I can get over there. I recognize that guy. What happened to him?
I warned you to stay away. Now it's too late.
Something familiar about you. Max Dillon?
You don't even remember. You said I was your eyes and ears. Said we were partners.
I remember now. I did say that, and I meant it.
Liar! You abandoned me! Left me in that place. Let them hurt me. All alone in the dark.
Max, I don't know what happened to you. I can see you're in pain, but I can't help you unless you let me.
I lived my whole life in darkness, and nobody cared. Now you'll all see what... like. I'll turn the whole world dark.
There's bad people everywhere, Max. I'm sorry for what they did to you. But that doesn't give you an excuse to be one of them. fighting, but could you recharge my phone?
I'll show you what it's like to be.
Web shooters aren't working. No, really, how do you play video games? Is it like a constant systems crash? To you, it's affected your mind. But there are people who can help. Places you can go.
No! That's what those doctors said, and all they did was hurt me! Never again! All I wanted was for people to notice me! Well, they'll notice now! I'll light the night while they huddle in the shadows!
You've got some serious self-esteem issues, don't you? Ravencroft? Max, I just found out what they're doing here. Stop fighting. Tell the police what they're up to. We can bring them down together. No, my web shooter's cracked.
Everyone wants to hurt me? I'll hurt them first! I'm not going to let you put me back in that...
For a guy with electricity, you're pretty dim.
Before I let them take me again!
fighting, but could you recharge my phone?
No! It's all getting dark!
Hard not to feel sorry for the guy. He was a victim. And if what he said about Ravencroft is true, I've got to shut that place down. Oscorp's one of their big donors. Maybe Harry can help.
Yeah.
Mr. Osborn, you were right. Fisk is buying up Oscorp stock for a hostile takeover. But as long as you're here, I'm confident we can stop it.
Right. As long as I'm here.
I have it, sir. Richard Parker's spider venom formula. But every time it's been used, there have been serious side effects.
More serious than death? I'll take my chances. Now get out!
Dr. Kafka, is that supposed to happen?
No. I'll shut it down.
Attention all task force officers. Given the growing threat posed by the masked vigilante called Spider-Man, we are cleared to escalate to Phase 3 of the Suppression Initiative. Be advised, there is no Phase 4. This ends now.
All units, be advised we have reports of rogue elements of the task force installing unknown Midtown East. All units, evacuate the area.
That's a great way to fall on my tuchus. End of the line. What the heck was I aiming for? You guys are either renegades or idiots. If you're just stupid, I'll apologize later. There could... Let's go for a swim. Power up! Gotta move faster. With great power comes great responsibility. Can't forget that. That was close.
I need a bomb squad unit to investigate the reported explosive device. Evacuation is in progress.
Can't always sling a web. Just admit this whole task force thing was a terrible idea? Hey, you'll be less nervous if you picture me naked. You know what? That's weird. Don't do that.
I like hurting people. Let me show you. Fancy stuff. I love getting paid to beat punks like you.
You know what you should do differently? Everything. Kinda makes you want to go into another line of work, huh? These guys have lost their minds. Stop those bombs.
Got the spider! I love getting paid to beat punks like you.
I still get butterflies when I fight the bad guys. Except for you. How ionic webbing works, but does anybody really care? One, please. Gotta get to the river fast. Hustle it up, Spidey. Ran out of options there. That was close.
We have a suspicious device in Midtown East. All units, evacuate the area.
tell the regular task force guys from the Renegades. But they're all after me, so it doesn't matter. Nothing a little ionic webbing can't fix.
This is gonna hurt. Bad. You're not fighting purse snatchers now.
Come on, you're not taking this seriously. Or are you really that slow?
That's part of my job. Beating down punks like
No way.
police brutality. You don't know the meaning of the words.
Now isn't that more attractive?
Let's see how you do hand to hand. I like hurting people. Let me show you.
No time to lose. No webs. What all the stylish bad guys are wearing this season. Oh, this is too easy. At least try.
You're just some skinny kid. You're going down hard, pal.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh yes, I did.
This is gonna hurt.
The bad guys are upping their game. Gotta get to the river, fast. That was close. No one plants bombs in my city. No one!
All available units, respond to the Oscorp building. Set up a perimeter and assist in evacuation. We have reports of hostiles on the premises. Armed and dangerous.
Not again. You gotta get over there fast.
Spider-Man, leave these people.
Whoa. Oscorp looks like a bomb went off. Or a bunch of them. I need to find out who did it. Another one? Listen, guys, I know crazy doesn't need a reason, but I've never met this goblin you keep talking about.
Well, the boss knows you, and he's paying us to bring you to him, in pieces, if that's what it takes.
One, please. That's the same kind of Oscorp tech the task force uses. Where'd you get it? What did you do to Harry Osborn?
Yeah, it's what you did to him you should worry about. And what he's gonna do to you.
Thought pigeons were bad? Try explosion.
Okay, listen up, minion number 4. I want answers. Your pals made it sound like Harry Osborn is this goblin person. But he'd never do that to his own company.
I guess you don't know the boss as well as you thought. But chew on this. If he'd do that to Oscorp, what would he do to you?
Come on, don't cry. I can try to humiliate you less. Fighting like that. I'm supposed to be the funny one. Look at this place. It could all come crashing down. If anyone's still in there, I've got to get them out. Fast.
Spidey, help me!
Help! I can't breathe! You're a real hero, Spidey!
Spider-Man, please save me!
Thanks, Spider-Man. I'm gonna write the Bugle. Tell them they're wrong about you.
God, Harry Osborn, is that really you?
Does it look like me? No. Harry Osborn's dead thanks to you. All that's left is the Goblin.
You couldn't wait, could you? You tried something else.
Richard Parker's Spider-Venom. And look, I'm a new man.
I warned you, what could happen?
I'm dying, you idiot. What else was I supposed to do?
You could have let me do research.
No. From now on, I take what I want, no matter who I have to kill.
Can't always sling a web. Help! You don't have to fight me! I'll do whatever I can to cure you!
And turn me back into that whiny trust fund baby? I don't think so.
Listen, what you've done didn't just affect your body. It's twisted your mind. You have to let me...
Wrong! I don't have to let anyone do anything! That's guilt? Always waiting for Daddy to come and hug me and make it all better. Well, he never did, but it doesn't matter now. I can make it better myself. Well, better for me, not so good for you. I'll analyze your corpse and find out why you're stable. Then I'll do it myself. Cure the disease, but keep the power.
It's the first time anyone's called me stable. I gotta admit, you've set the bar pretty low. I'm sorry for what happened to you, but I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone.
You say that like you have a choice. My father failed. Peter failed. You failed me. It's like I always said. You have to look out for yourself.
Your father failed you because he spent all his time trying to extend his life instead of living it. Don't make the same mistake, Harry. This is crazy. You're not helping anyone doing this. Not even yourself.
You're wrong. I know your every move. Your bio readings. Something you'd never let me do voluntarily. And that I won't be able to do when you're dead.
Everyone's the hero of his own story. But come on, I'm the hero of this one. turn my back on people in need. Try to humiliate you less. Look at you. You don't care who gets caught in the middle of your grudge match. These are people, Harry. People with lives, with families and friends who love them. Just because you didn't have that doesn't give you the right to take it from anyone else.
No one gave a damn about me! Why should I care about that? But I could do better. Maybe I'll figure out how to get myself clothes like yours. I'd be a much better Spider-Man than you ever were. Snazzy on costume, maybe some accessories. Spider-Man!
That's enough! I know you're dying. I know you've had it rough. But I'm not gonna let that hold me back anymore. I'm sorry, Harry.
No! You can't do this to me! I'm the Goblin! I'm strong! No one's ever gonna hurt me again!
Inside, you're just a scared kid, aren't you? Too bad you're not on the outside. I said I wanted my butt medium rare.
Kill me. I don't want to live like this.
That's never the answer. It's the easy way out. You think it's hard for you? There are people sick, dying all over the world, some with the same disease, who don't have your money, resources. Even if you don't want to keep fighting for yourself, you owe it to them. You're gonna answer for your mistakes, and do whatever you can to make up for them. The greatest man I ever knew taught me that.
a riot at Ravencroft. We don't have the manpower to handle it. All we could do is close the bridge, seal it off.
What about the people who work there?
We sent in some task force guys to evacuate, but they're having a bad time. Any chance you can lend a hand?
On my way. This is a nightmare. How'd it get so bad so fast? It's like someone deliberately freed all the most dangerous inmates. This is worse than I ever imagined. Both the staff and the non-violent inmates are in a bad spot. I've got to get those people out. It's like a disaster movie, but just for you. To evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. Honestly, that's an improvement on what you were wearing. Hey, you'd be less nervous if you picture me naked. You know what? That's weird. Don't do that. I prefer to give you individual attention, but I'm really busy. I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. Ionic webbing! Sorry, it's just fun to say that. Kinda makes you want to go into another one. Oh, seismic blast. Is there anything you can make? Oh, here's one for the highlight reel. Got it. Still get butterflies when I fight the bad guys. Except for you.
Spider-Man! Get me out of here!
Thank you. It got so bad, so fast.
Glad to help. Now get as far away from here as you can. I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. This isn't personal, I just think you're a jerk. Okay, maybe it is personal. I call this the seismic blast. You can call it lights out. Let's see this again in slow motion. It's like a disaster movie, but just for you. I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. I prefer to give you individual attention, but I'm really busy.
Thank you. I was so scared.
Head for the bridge. The police will get you out. Fighting like that. I'm supposed to be the funny one. Ionic webbing makes everything better. Evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. Target acquired. You know what you should do? No more fancy stuff. Fool me once. Glass has a way of bringing people together on the floor. Just to get predictable. You want me to surrender? Come on, you're not taking this seriously. Or are you really that slow?
Spider-Man.
You rock. Don't thank me yet. You need to get to safety. Web shooters really don't like electricity.
Target acquired.
Personal, I just think you're a jerk. Okay, maybe it is personal.
Spider-Man, help me!
Oh, come on, don't cry. I can try to humiliate you less. Not today. I call this the seismic blast. You can call it lights out. Here's one for the highlight reel. You should breakdance fight instead. Oh, you should see me do the worm. Coming a mile away. Mencken, right? You work for Oscorp. Try not to hold that against you. What happened here?
It was... Kasady. We tried treating him with an experiment.
Don't! I know what you and Fisk were up to. Using these people as guinea pigs.
Okay, fine, but the danger's real. Kasady changed into something horrible, deadly, and he wants to make more like him.
I'll get you outside, which is more than you deserve. But then I have to go after Kasady.
I agree. He's headed for the sub-basements, where the most damaged inmates are kept. Now, if he makes them into beings like him, no place will be safe. Okay, I'm fine from here. My car's outside.
Get to a hospital. Tell the police everything. Or after I'm done with Kasady, I'll come looking for you.